Terus Kiki jadi chair. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Kak Cynthia.
Yes.
So, Celine, please let me help me to share the Trello card of PR.
Dadah Om.
Dadah Om Rafiq.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you, Robert.
See you.
Thank you. Sir, how long you will stay in there, sir?
I don't know. Generally, the more time we spend in Canggu, the more revenue we seem to be able to create. So maybe
Oh,
later, yeah. This is
interesting.
where the market is right now. This is where all the people who are renting are, and this is all the yeah. If Bali's probably going to recover, it'll probably recover from this place first.
Interesting. So yeah. Okay, let's just get started. So welcome to today's PR Guild Scrum. I will be Victor and Shelley will be the secretary. And let's just get started to the campaign first. So for Ara's update regarding professional outreach media, is there any further update from your side, Ara?
Okay, so thank you, Mrs. Chair. I don't know. I don't see Cynthia updating on this card for. I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah. So for this one, I see that for my funnel, which is professional outreach, I add up from 28 to 35, but also 35 is not just 35 list, but in one list considered like five, can be like 5 to 7 people to be contacted. So 35 is generally just about the company that I'm listed to be contacted. So for the outreach, I'm actually helping Cynthia right now. So from Cynthia, I don't know. I don't see if you have any additional part in here. But from me, from my side, I contacted 3 lists, which consist of few people to be contacted. And then from discussion, so I already had a discussion with one person from Liputan 6, as I stated previously, which is one, I invite them to come to tomorrow BVE talks, which is the DSC, and then two, if because it's too sudden, so if it's like no one can attend from Liputan 6, then we can actually send the articles to be posted that can be created by our team. So that's actually also PR exposure. Oh yeah, sorry, today PR exposure from 1 into 2 on review. I think that's the updates, and then give leads to Kiki that for the tech travel, I think you can start to send the articles because they're open about travel experience. So maybe it can be from Jing. Jing can be pretend like, or maybe not Jing, like maybe Rizal, because Rizal is recently go to Ceningan. So can actually ask Rizal the experience going there, but specifically with involving Bukit Vista and send it to the tech travel. And then the rest I already
Okay.
stated. So yeah, that's the update from my side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aura. Oh, it's also I would like to deliver the fiction that me and Kak Cynthia face regarding the when we send the email, it just tells that the incorrect or it's no longer used. So from me and Kak Cynthia's side, we suggest to actually look for personal contact. So rather than just redaksi contact. Maybe Kak Cynthia would like to add something.
Yep. Thank you, Kiki. So yes. So there is several times that we send the contact, but the email not found, or maybe they have a group community like linkers on the city link. They have a special group for the email. So if our email is not part of their email list, so it will be bounced back to our site again. And then the other side is yes, I'm sorry, I didn't any outreach for this week. so I didn't update it there. And then thank you, Ara, for helping for the outreach. And yes, I think that's the update from me.
Okay, thank you, Kak Cynthia. Over to Ara.
Yes, that's actually the pivot that I've been doing. So instead of attaching the emails of redaksi, I also attach people contact on LinkedIn, right? But yes, also because I see that maybe I'm helping out Cynthia, maybe Cynthia is busy with BPE talk. So after I attach, I contacting them directly instead of like waiting for Cynthia. So maybe for next time, for the rest of next this week, I will attach more contacts so that we can define, like I can also do professional outreach and Cynthia can do that.
Okay.
Back to you, Chair.
Okay, thank you guys for covering up each other. That's so sweet. Okay, then just for the next campaign, I think it's still pause, yeah, no particular update, so we can skip that. Let's just go to friction from each of our project. Maybe starting from Ara first. I think it's already delivered, yeah, from your side, yeah, because it's not related to the first campaign. So from my side, the friction from my side actually regarding the first project, assure SEO benefit from universities. So regarding the press release, I'm the Unpad and SMU still reviewing the article, and it takes like a week, I gotta say. So the best that I can do is to assure again and again to contact them and ask what is the progress. And they say the progress is so far they already sent that to the PR team of university, but the PR team of university haven't published that. So yeah, that's the fiction from my side. And for the draft of writing text, the long article is still on progress from my side. So yeah, that's the update from me. Maybe Shalin would like to add some if there's any from your side, Shalin.
Yeah, so I still owe Kiki one short article, which I will try to finish by today. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Shalin, for your updates. And maybe over to Kak Cynthia. Kak Cynthia, is there any further updates or friction from your side, especially regarding the BPE talk? Over to you.
Yep, thank you, Kiki. But before that, I think I'd like to give a comment first on your maybe on your friction. Do you mention and the make do you want it to be discussed on the discussion management
Um,
letter?
uh, Maybe we can discuss that, but so far, what is that? The friction is more like the bandwidth times if for me personally. So yeah, I personally don't know how to actually apa ya, delegate that to someone else other than Shelin. I mean, in our team regarding the apa writing articles. Itu sih.
Okay, I think you can put it on our discussion management as well. I suggest, but okay, and I will continue the update for the BVE talk.
Thank
So
you.
yes, for the BVE talk publication, I will start it from the BVE talk 6 first. We have posted on three on our media social itself. Kiki, would you please mute? Okay, thank you. And then for the PVE talk itself, we post it on the LinkedIn, Instagram, and also the Facebook. And for the internal teams of employees who has share it on their media social and also the messenger, I think that works. And also from the DSC, we got it. Yeah, we got reposted, and I think that's work as well. And then that's for the pre publication for the PVE Talk 6. And then I think there's no much friction on this, just like maybe need to be more, apa sih, gencat. What is gencat in English? More, spread it more. Yeah, yeah, and then that's actually for the BVE Talk publication. For the pre to post, I think for the post as well, we have already prepared for the articles. And then, yes, and there's also media and the want to post our, as Ara mentioned before, for the liputan. And then I will move to the next one is clean outreaching discussion. I already put the result on the discussion, so we could move on the discussion session.
Okay, thank you for your updates, Kak Cynthia. So, since Kak Cynthia mentioned the detail further in the discussion management paper, maybe we could just move to the discussion management paper, I guess. Thank you, Shelly. Could you please help me share that? Okay. Okay. Maybe we can scroll previous discussion first. So, could you tell us for the updates regarding the Glenn's discussion, Kak?
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Kiki. So yes, actually, I have done three in totals meeting with Gleans. So the first meeting is on Tuesday, last Tuesday, and then the second one is last Monday, and then the third one is just by today. And then this I bring you guys the Gleans follow-up meeting result. Actually, first of all, we start to propose about the um, partnership for BV Talk and also for the article contributor. And then I will bring it up one by one. First of all, about the BV Talk. Okay, it's possible to make a partnership with them, and then they actually offer us. They get back to us, and then they start to propose and offer us these two of partnership. So there are two even partnership, and also the second one is the marketplace. I will start with the even partnership first. For the even partnership, I have put there for some point about the, we could say, the benefit and also what we get actually. So if you may open the link as well later, but here I will explain first about what will we get if we do the event partnership. First of all, if we do the event partnership, actually it will be rebranded as a Green's expert class, but they will put in a collaboration with on the website. So you and we have this kind of partnership with them. They will put the title like even in collaboration with Bukit Vista, let's say. And then for the benefit, of course, that's branding opportunity, and then also marketing tools. They will help to spread it, like to post it on their social media, on their Instagram, on their LinkedIn, on their website as well. There for the marketing tool, also they also provide channels, and then from our side, we provide and then for the host and presenter as well, it's kind of like co-host. We are co-host with them, and then for the marketing tool, also they will provide to Mrs. Secretary. Would you please open the link for the Glean's ID Expert before? Hmm. Yep. Would you please turn your screen to that link? Okay. This is actually the. Would you please turn below? Yes. This is what we could see. Okay, stop it there. If we will have this kind of partnership for the event partnership, the example will be like OVO, the OVO one. So we provide a speaker. Let's say we provide Jing as the speakers, and then we could set the theme what we're gonna Jing speak about, and then there will be an in collaboration with Bukit Vista. So the offer logo will be changed to Bukit Vista. So I think, yep. Yeah, there will be PD that talk on the October 17th. 17th? Yes, I think. Yes, that's us. Actually, I think we missed that collaboration if we just start covering up or just find it up at the very first time. We could do the collaboration things, but yeah, at least I got the contacts also from VD to Glints. So yeah, I think it will be just the same, or maybe on the next class we could just put VD, but in the next series we could just brand it with Bukit Vista, right? And then we could move to the paper again. I will tell you guys about the marketplace thing. Okay, the second one is a marketplace. For the marketplace partnership, actually it hasn't launched yet because it's also new in this quarter. But the first partner will launch on Monday on their website, so we could compare what it showed between the marketplace and also the event partnership. In for this marketplace, they just like what is that? Give us the place to share our program. So it won't be rebranding. So it will just like the BVE talk, which we could run our event as it is. So it will be just BVE talk, and then also the marketing tools. They will also keep doing the marketing for our event. And also, this is, I think, also good for our training opportunity as well. They provide channel. All the speaker teams originally from us, and then but they asked to put Glitz logo as the distribution channel, and then also the profit sharing because it is also a paid event. And then they will put it like for the marketplace is 10% to 15%. So yeah, let's say if there will be if we got 500,000, so yeah, we will get 40 45 no no for 450 if there's the agreement for 10%, and then yeah, that's just the agreement because this is a marketplace. And then also for the agreement, there are open agreements, so there's no minimum limit for the event series. Like we can just say like put it one first, and then we can evaluate how is it going. If it's good, then maybe if we want to continue, then continue. If it's not, then it's okay. And then so far for the participant itself, I could say the participant of Live Talk actually is larger than this one because I'm not sure. Maybe this is a paid event, so there's no much attendees. But the highest attendees they could share is around 30 or 60 something. But yeah, between that number on averages. So yep, that's for the audiences. And then yep, because I already stayed with them as well, we could bring the audience as well if they are interested. I think if the topic also good, I think they will be okay about the paid things. And then I have already stayed and I already asked them about the competitor thing. So they are not thinking we are the competitor because even though we also provide the same innovation, but they're open to it. They are open to collaborating. And then especially it's not our main product right now because we're still the property management is our main product, and then they're more look into like Caliber, Ruang Guru, Kelas.com, the media or the platform that that's the main business is an online learning class. So yep, I think for the article and blog contributor is still in the confirmation because it's another division. So maybe I will have another meeting with another person because I asked them like, why can't I just meet one person and they could tell me anything? But they say that, oh, here in Greens we're not like that. So there is like actually different division, different partnership person, and then yeah, we should go to different people. So
Okay.
that's update for me, I think. And then maybe if you guys have any thought on this, because it's no rush. We have already several PVE talk in the future as well. But maybe I'd love to know about your thought about this maybe future partnership if it's possible. Yeah, I think back to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia, for the explanation. I think before we go to Arajing and Shelly. For me personally, maybe I would like to go first. It's more like a brainstorming question actually. First thing first, um, what kind of advantage that we got regarding this partnership? So we have two form of partnership. So what is that? So which partnership that actually spend minimum cost from our side, and also got the larger advantage from our side. And what I mean by advantage is like we spend minimum cost, we also got the audiences, and we put less effort, I gotta say, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it can be one of the consideration. Okay, Aura, thank you. Maybe I would like to go to Shalin first. Shalin, what's your thoughts on this, actually?
For me, I think it would be better if we go with the event partnership, since like Greens, like almost everyone know Greens, like
Okay.
even like job seekers, like even other people by attending their webinars and any other events. So it's a good like type of partnership where we can get more brand awareness as well. So if I were to choose, I would prefer the event partnership.
I see. Okay. Maybe over to you, sir. Sir, do you think this partnership over worth it or
Okay,
and stuff?
let me go to
Okay.
Cynthia. Cynthia, what do you think right now? What does your gut tell you at the moment?
Okay. Actually, at the moment right now, I think if I could tell you honestly, I think it could be a good opportunity to us. And then, especially, I will also answer Kiki's question as well. For this partnership has minimum cost. I think both of them actually cost minimum the same. I mean, like there's no much cost that we should spend on this. And then also for the maybe it will be different on the profit sharing, that's the things. And then also for the benefit as well, I have already mentioned it that. And then for the even if I could choose between event and marketplace partnership, maybe I would like to go to the marketplace thing instead of event partnership. Maybe if event partnership, yeah, we could have for it because like we already have speaker, like we could provide it from BV internal BV as well, or maybe our what is that? Our speaker from the startup master class, but right now, actually, I'd like to go to see first for the marketplace placement on their landing page on Monday first, and then I will know like which is best, which is not. But I think I'm not going to have a longer temporary partnership because we could say the audience that we have is larger than this, and then if we put much effort with the 30 attendees here for their audience, I think that's not really really have impact to us. So yeah, that's actually on my answer.
Okay, interesting. All right. I'll go with this. I'm going to disagree with Shaylin on the event partnership, and I'm going to also. I think we need to examine a few things, right, when we make decisions like this. Like Kiki, I think is on the right pathway. What is the maybe what's the strategic outlook? I don't necessarily see strategic in the same way that Kiki sees it. It's not about number of hours versus benefit. It's mission, right? What is the mission of having these particular events? Now, what I see that we have at the moment is we have something quite special. We have something quite special, and it's quite I would say I would bet on it. I would bet on it, meaning that I think we're doing something that nobody else is doing, and I think we have just reached the very beginning of where it can go. Like the way that we're forming these BVE talks, ideally in some future world, everybody would just go there. Everybody would go there because it solves a problem. It solves the problem of why are webinars so boring, right? And why are they so non-engaging? And it sort of solves the problem. It opens the door to what does online culture look like now, right? How are we going to, as Bukit Vista, define online teaching culture? Now, we have a few things that are ahead of perhaps even Glenn's. We've been doing online teaching since the very first day we went into BV 4.0. So we've already sort of gotten that culture really, really well established. And I think we can keep on developing it. So in the event partnership, I think they need us more than we need them at this point. Glintz isn't bringing that much to the table. I mean, sure, you have an existing audience and there might be a lot of job seekers, but we don't have problems getting an audience if we have the right speakers. I mean, if you have, let's say, if you have the correct composition of talent to your event, like if you can bring Madonna, or Madonna's a little bit out of date these days, but let's say you bring Justin Bieber to a party, you don't need to worry about who's going to show up, right? So we have, I think, a really strong professional network, and our professional networking gets stronger over time because it's based on our past success. So in that essence, we can bring our own talent, and our talent can attract its own audience. So on that one, I'd prefer not to be white labeled, which is essentially our work gets buried underneath. We do the work, but somebody else gets the credit for it. I mean, that's just silly, right? Then Glintz gets to say that they brought like Thomas Arand or Douglas Atkin or all these people to their talks. So why do that when we could use that to benefit our own brand? Their brand sell itself. So on that one, I would be like, no, that's just essentially taking our product and wiping our brand off of it and giving it to Glintz. The marketplace one is a little bit more, I guess, it's it could be this way or that way, but I would say this entire partnership is you can see already, Cynthia, to their behavior to you. I don't think they're taking us very seriously even, right? I mean, if they were, you'd be talking to somebody who is making decisions on your first pass. So what you're seeing is that they're passing you to somebody who's a screener, and then after that, they're going to pass you to somebody who like actually makes decisions. I think the better way, Cynthia, right now is to just tell them no on everything, flat out reject. It doesn't mean we don't work with them, but it means no for now, right? This isn't very interesting for us. Get the BVE talk higher, get bigger audiences, get like more speakers, wait for them to come back, yeah, and reapproach with a better offer. Because you got something I think that is actually pretty worthwhile. It's unique, it's very innovative, and you shouldn't sell yourself cheap right now. They're trying to buy you for pennies. You tell them no, and then you wait for them to come back with a better offer when you're on BVE Talk 12, right? And you're bringing in like Nadim, Makarim, and other all-stars. Look, the way you can direct this right now, you have a very good chance at leading education in Indonesia with this. I'm so excited about this. This almost feels like its own startup. The reason is because you have product market fit. Based on what we have on BVE Talk, we're able to get a global audience. Almost nobody said no. We had 600 clicks to the Bitly link. If we fix that and we get the conversion better, right? We might have 600 attendees to a talk that's being held for the first time. That's incredible. That's unheard of, right? So you discovered gold. There's no reason to share your gold and call it like Glintz Gold right now. It should be Bukit Vista Gold. So the way I see it, hold on to it, tell them no, and wait for a reapproach later when the BVE talk becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. You're just getting started right now. You have basically mid-level employees giving talks at this moment. When you get like executives getting talks, when you give like ministers giving talks, then you have something that's really, really interesting. Imagine the Minister of Tourism giving a talk on BVE Talk, right? Now that's something that would be.
Yeah,
But
that's
you're gonna have
my goal as well, sir.
it's possible. It's not impossible, right? I can see you probably working your way first to probably the Minister of Education because this is an education initiative. And from there, you could probably work into the Minister of Tourism, and you could start getting this to be like almost like a journalistic approach. We have something special. Not a lot of people tell the truth. Our culture of being transparent, stepping on toes, that's something I think a lot of people really would prefer to listen to. These webinars you go to, nobody says anything. Everybody just politely agrees. It's like very boring, right? If I just wanted to hear people agree, I might as well just sit at home. But what we want to hear is we want to hear debate. We want to hear the truth, right? A lot of people are I think, seeking that at this point. So if we get our audience to seek that, that's our audience. That's not Clint's audience. That's not somebody else's audience. You can build your own audience, and you have control over this as your event. So I would say no at this point. I would say no and come back with something better that is more interesting. Put us on the homepage, right? If you want, put Bukit Vista on the homepage and direct traffic to us to our event. If you think we're that worthwhile, that would be a more, I think, at this point. Otherwise, they're just taking your energy and they're adding it to their own energy. The way I see it.
Okay, thank you. Kak Cynthia, is there anything that you would like to respond from James' response?
Yes.
Yes.
What's your response?
Yes. Thank you, sir, about that insight as well. Okay, I will respond it maybe for from the words that I could start it with. Okay. Yep. First of all, thank you for your insight. For this two partnership, but uh, actually, I'm thinking about the marketplace partnership more, sir. So, uh, because we could first of all our benefit, the biggest benefit is we could just brand our PVE talk just it is, and then actually I'd like to know first about it on Monday. What kind it's shown on their website? Is it worth or not? So actually, I'd like to know about it first. If I could say here about the marketplace partnership, and then maybe we just could go with one partnership for this, and then we could evaluate is it work better with us from our BV talk or maybe not. And then if we already know about it, yeah, we could make another decision for next step because I think this is a good things. The point that I want to look here is for the brand awareness is getting broader first for BVE Talk. So in the future, if BVE Talk getting big as the creative planner like Putri Tanjung's event, if you know, she is the daughter of Khairil Tanjung. Khairil Tanjung. City, we call it City Corp in Indonesia. That's pretty big. Then it it will be great because right now, yeah, she started from the small things like us, like the BVE talk, and right now she could do that. It's like a roadshow in five biggest city in Indonesia. So I think that would be great. And maybe it could be another BVE talk. And then yes, I do agree with you. Actually, my goals is I could invite Mr. Wisnu Tama right now as a Ministry of Tourism as the PVE Talk speaker one day, I hope. So yeah, that's actually from me, sir. But I think I will consider it as well because yes, you're right. It will take a lot of work, but yeah, if they didn't take us seriously, then why should we? And then yes, this is the
Okay, then
insight, sir.
thank you, Kak Cynthia. So Kak Cynthia will consider to make this as an MVP plan for a moment, yeah.
Not really. I just want to know first for the marketplace partnership on Monday, if I know that's worth it or not. then I will continue. If not, that just I will focus on the PVE talk now.
Okay then. So thank you Kak Cynthia. We're just waiting for your update for the next after Monday ya and see the result. Okay. So Ara's back. Is there anything that you would like to add, Ara? Maybe you listen some part.
Okay. So first, I'd like to say thank you to Cynthia. This is actually a progress that we already get outreach that is responded and apa namanya ya get an attention lah. But I also dito to Jinx like when because how I see it right now is that we're the one that reach out to them, right? But I think I don't know. I feel like they're going to gain more benefits than us itself, even though yes, it's mutualism, tapi still I don't know. Because I see like for example on Fidis speaks apa sessions tuh ternyata like there are a lot of sessions to others, right? So maybe it's become again apa expert kelasnya Glints, right? So again there's not much apa ya not much as much benefits buat kita daripada buat mereka. That's like from my side. Also, I'm just curious though, since Jinx came up with the debates ideas to use her. Have you ever watched Mata Najwa before?
No, I haven't. What's it like?
Oh my God, you have to.
Is it
So yeah, if you're imagining BVE talk as a debate things, then please go watch one sessions of Mata Najwa. Anything you can click so that's like how I see. If I'm not, so you have to like correct me if I'm wrong. So how I see BV Talk, how you project it is like Mata Najwa. So there's this moderator, and then inviting the expert who talks about the issues. Specifically, right now, she's talking about this politics going on omnibus law. That is a hot trend, and the ratings of the show itself is very high right now. Could be, I would say, the highest in the country. Why? Because I think so. People love to see debate and like because it's drama, right? How the prime minister is like, yeah, having debates with the expert of the bill and things like that. So yeah, I think that's it. Rest of that, I think I have no comment. So yeah, that's it. I would say thank you to Cynthia.
Okay. Thank you, Cynthia, James, Shalin, and thank you, Ara, for the suggestion. I think it's clear for this part. Maybe we could go to higher. Oh no, I think wait. Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's still Kak Cynthia again. BV Talk subscription. So over to Kak Cynthia. Kak Cynthia, is there anything that you would like to tell further?
Yep, exactly. Thank you, Kiki. So this is the PVE Talk subscription. I think this come up when I had a discussion with Jing. So we're planning to make it as TED Talk. So for everyone that subscribe to PVE Talk, then they will get another recommendation of our videos or PVE Talk, or maybe of our next event. So it will be like a continuously project because Jing wants us to make it continuously. So I think it will be great to make it as a subscription. So they could subscribe to our website, and then I'm not sure how it is going with like to email them automatically with our next PVE talk. So they will get another reminder of our event, next event, our next PVE talk. So yeah, actually why I bring this because I don't know how to make it, and then I hope maybe someone has any idea here how to make it subscription on our PVE talk and website. That's the thing.
Okay, thank you, Kak Cynthia. From my side, we can use Mailchimp actually because we keep giving our audiences news regarding BV Talk, internship program, and stuff with Mailchimp. Actually, maybe if we can develop further, we can develop the message crafting, probably the materials, how to make the poster or visualize that further, both in website and the Mailchimp or email itself. Or oh, I see that Ara raised her hands recently. So is there anything that you would like to add?
Subscription as in that we have right now only put a playlist on YouTube, no? So people subscribe. yeah, I think that's like the things that we can do in the short terms very easily. Because also I already passed it to Cynthia that last BPE talk is not well recorded because the audio is not recorded. So and interestingly, this is a random person get back to me on WhatsApp. I don't know, it's not an applicant, and he said that, hey Ara, my name is this, and I've been watching Bukit Vista BPE talk on YouTube, but I'm not sure why that the audio is gone. So maybe you need to talk to your team that it's not working. Yeah, I think that's like indications that some people are actually watching at some point. So
Definitely some people watch. I remember we went to the Nagyogya Jazz Festival, and there was that guy that came up and said, "I want."
yeah, Kano, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, you remember?
Yeah. So yeah, I think so that in that terms that I think we before we go to another platforms, we can fix on YouTube first that we need to make a playlist, things like that, and make it neater, maybe like cover and things, and yeah, and description. So yeah, that's it.
So,
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, actually, for the audio itself, yeah, I got the feedback as well from Kak Cynthia, especially for the audio regarding the latest BV Talk UGM job fair. Yeah, that's I think that's the only BV Talk who has bad audio. I don't know why. The rest is fine. I'm already asking the backup from UGM, but they haven't replied it yet. So I'm just waiting for them for their replies. And for the BVE Talk playlist, I think we already had that in our YouTube and of and if I'm not mistaken. Wait, let me check again. Maybe before that, over to you, sir. Sir, what's your thoughts on this, sir? BVA Talk subscription.
I think it's a great idea, and it's actually it should be a part of a bigger. It's you can zoom out on it and make it even bigger, right? Than just asking about subscription. You have perhaps something actually pretty interesting. You have an ecosystem now. So it's a little bit like one of those ponds that you see in Bali around a villa. Like it sort of just maintains itself, right? There's some plants in it, there's some fish in it, there's some frogs in it, and you don't need a water pump, you don't need whatever, it just sort of maintains itself. So what I would start thinking about, Cynthia, is not necessarily about the subscription part. That's a mechanism in the ecosystem. Think about how you can make an ecosystem out of this. So I'll give you an example. Um, all the things that you do to serve BVE Talk right now to event manage, BVE Talk can serve you. I don't know if that makes any sense, but let me just give you a quick one. When we need to go find speakers, right? We need to go out and do this outreach. Today at BVE Talk, we put a slide at the very end. Speaker outreach, right? If you want to speak at the next BVE Talk, please come talk to us afterwards in the huddle. There you go, right? Now, there you get your speakers. If you want to co-host a BVE talk, right? Please come in the huddle afterwards, and you can ask us about co-hosting opportunities for this. If you want to sponsor the next BVE talk, please come and talk to us afterwards, and we can speak more about BVE talk, right? So if you design it well, each BVE talk that you do helps you build the next 2 or 3 other BVE talks, which means that it becomes easier and easier. It becomes a snowball. So think about like today I'm going to be attending a comedy retreat, right? So this part is pretty interesting. They started this comedy thing on Fridays, and they recruit comedians out of the crowd, right? So people come to see it, and then they recruit the people in the crowd to then become the presenter next time, and it's sort of what do you call it? Self-sustaining. So for the subscription, there's a few ways that I would think of subscription. Ara's right. Ara and Kiki are both right. MailChimp is one way we communicate. YouTube is one way that we communicate. You can even start your own Instagram, right, for BVE Talk. That might be a better platform than Bukit Vista Life at Bukit Vista, right? Life at Bukit Vista is for people who are already here. And we're not talking to people who are already here. We're talking to people who haven't arrived yet. So in that dimension, I think you could definitely think about like, all right, what would you put on BVE Talk? You could put invitation to speakers. You could put speaker biographies, speaker achievements, co-host biographies, co-host achievements. And then guess what? I think other people would share that stuff too because they would like to Like if you think about it, all our co-hosts shared all our event materials. They all sent backlinks to us because in a way it reflects on their goodness too as well. So think about how to make this an ecosystem. I think about how you have a subscription, but not just for like viewers, but for potential speakers, for potential co-hosts, potential sponsors, potential media, right? It becomes actually quite powerful as a platform to get all your other things done. um, MailChimp and YouTube both have their particular strengths and weaknesses. Kiki, as you know, on MailChimp, I think only a fraction of the people who actually receive our emails open it. Like currently it's under 50%. You could improve the timing on that to get a higher open rate, but there's limitation. YouTube, I think, is a pretty good way to follow, but as Ara just mentioned, not all the videos are professional quality yet. And so it's not necessarily very consumable at the moment. It's just like watching somebody meet, right? Not the most entertaining way to let's say progress it. Yeah, but that can be fixed. That can be improved. You can think of formats where you abbreviate the meetings, where you just cut to the highlights, where you give like a brief. That could be something that can be more digestible in the future. So you have a few ways to do the subscription now. You can think of more. Each channel can be your guide, right? It can be your tool to make it work.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Ada and Shelin, and also Kiki as well.
So, maybe over to Shell. Shell, is there anything that you would like to add regarding this?
Yeah, I think I would agree with Jing so that like to make an ecosystem so that so like everything is like self-sustained, like you don't have to do much about it. It's like an yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then thank you, Shelin. So yeah, may hope it helps Kak Cynthia to get a better insight regarding this. For me personally, yes, all channels could work if the ecosystem is also well designed. So yeah, that's the best that I could say so far regarding this. So yep. Thank you, Kak Cynthia, for bringing the discussion. And maybe up a little bit. Wait, we still have 10 minutes, so I think it'll be quick. It's just an FYI from my side, a bandwidth of writing articles. So um, just to give you a bigger picture, the stack of articles that I am currently managing so far is consists of several, mostly three. First, press release article is something related to BVE talk or anything in UR, and the second one is a short article. It's more like a tips and stuff like that. And I what's that? I published that in our website as well. And the third one is long article. So the most likely long article is we publish that in our website as well, but we hope it can be published in the medias or magazine as well. So that is the three what is that three types of article stack that I've planned so far for public relation matters. And I personally face some what is that apa friction regarding this because of for example the press release I can at least 1 hour for that, and it can be done pretty much quick because yeah, press release is pretty much easy. But for the short and especially for long article, it takes some time to do and research and stuff. And I gotta say, I think to make more apa sih article stacks, we should I'm not saying writers, more people to what is that to start to write, and maybe me or and in the with Jing's help or our helps can review it, and uh, and let's see if it's what is that, if it's apa namanya, qualified enough and send it to medias. Yeah, I gotta say. So yeah, that's from my side. See, maybe I would like to go to Shalin first, as she's the one who's helping me regarding this. What's your thoughts on this, Shalin?
Okay, so I would agree on press release. Actually, it's pretty much like straightforward about the content. For example, our previous BVE talks with the universities. But as for short and long articles, yeah, we would need like more time, since like it has different themes that we can take, but like it requires research and like planning as well for the writing. So yeah, I would say that it's like harder to write like short and long articles, but yeah, it would be good if there's anyone who can like review our articles, so that we know like whether it's feasible for like other medias to like publish it for us.
Okay then. Okay then. Thank you, Shalin. Maybe over to Kak Cynthia. Kak Cynthia, from your side, is there anything that you would like to add? Probably.
Yep. Thank you, Kiki. Okay. Actually, first of all, thank you for sharing it. As well about your bandwidth and also your friction on this. Okay, I think I pretty much agree to maybe kind of like find someone or maybe another person in team first. We can look it for our team first. That is have capability of writing and also of research. We could start to find it from the Bukit Vista internal team first, and then yeah, I think first of all that thing, and then for the long term, on the long term project, maybe we could find a freelancer to write articles to us, and then for the what is that for the I could say for the fee of the freelancer, we could say that how many article that is posted to media. I mean, like that is passed and then posted to media. That's for the long term idea. But for the short term and close this one, I think we could see in our internal team. Maybe they could help as well.
Okay, thank you, Kak Cynthia, for your suggestion. Maybe over to Jingjing. Is it possible actually, if I personally delegate some of the articles tag to some of our internal team?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you? It's like a negotiation, right? So why don't you
Okay.
go and see um, who has the ZPD and maybe also the motivation to work on this. I think yeah, sell the purpose, right? What is the purpose of this, and how will this benefit us all in the end? Yeah, by all means. I mean, like if you there's quite a few people I've noticed that have pretty good writing. I've noticed Shaylin writes pretty well. You write pretty well. Ross writes pretty well. So I think you can ask if they have any bandwidth that they would like to put on this. Yeah, then you guys can start a press club or a writing club.
Yeah, Ara also can write beautifully, sir. Just yeah, I I saw your blogs.
Oh
The
yeah, that's right, right. Yeah, Ara does writing too. Yeah, so there you go. You might hey Kiki, maybe you want to start a writing club. I mean, if you guys are all passionate about writing, then maybe this could be a good way to organize people.
Okay. Okay, thank you guys for all of your suggestion. I think it's pretty clear from my side. I think I could start to ask, not ask, to see which of our team members that could do that. And it's pretty clear. See, from my side, for Ara, is there anything that you would like to add? Probably.
Dari aku sih, I don't know, yeah. Maybe I'm too optimistic, but I don't think we need a freelance for this again because I see a lot of potential on our own internal teams, which is maybe not necessarily just in this room, but also in another chapters too. Maybe like secretly Lilis loves to write, or secretly Tara loves to write, or any other upcoming interns, right? Maybe they like to write, so maybe we can delegate that to those people that
Okay.
is interested. Also, just to checking though, how many articles there is currently ongoing that you write, Kiki?
Uh, for all of this press release, short article, long articles, I haven't counted that. Maybe up to 10. Up to 10.
I see. How many? Since you're okay with press release, how many short and long articles currently ongoing?
Currently ongoing is still 3. It's still 3.
Okay, is that like you by yourself or divided to Shalin?
2 from myself, 1 by Shelly.
Let's see. Oh, okay, so I think still okay. See for now. Maybe to prevent apa overwork, maybe you can start the writing clubs just to recruit people that might interested to write with you.
Okay, okay. Thank you for all of your suggestion, guys. So we have 1 minute left, and there's no additional discussion. I believe Ara broke about Liputan 6 discussion. Yeah, I already respond to that. So yeah, thank you, so, Ara,
Oh
for,
yeah, about
for
that one, maybe Shalin can click just quick heads up on the picture. Shalin, can you? Oh, wait, what is Shillings? So yeah, I reach out in LinkedIn. It's pretty effective, I guess, rather than the emails. So I reach out to the person and asked about two things. First, invitations. I send the invitations and let them. Hopefully, you can come today. And the second one is that I asked about the preferences. So when we're writing articles, I prefer to know their preferences to aim exactly what they want, right? Because if we're just like, hey, I got this article, so do you want 50, a very, I don't know, like vague chance, right? So I make sure that we're writing something that they really want. So that's why she come up with the insight, which is very good because she's mentioning details on what exactly Liputan Nam is interested now. So that's why I mentioned like, is it possible for either Kiki or Shellins to create the short press release to be up for them? So yeah, that's it basically. Thank you.
Okay, okay, Ara, thank you so much. It can be it can be also our next strategy to outreach. Despite with LinkedIn or email, actually we could ask what kind of topic that they are really into right now and what things that they expect to us to write. So it could also ease me, so I could write apa sih, strategically just to specific thing that they actually want, not what I want or what in my mind. So yeah, thank you, Ara, for that. I would proceed. I would proceed that as well, and I could discuss that further with Shalin. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I think we are good so far. We covered everything, and it's already 3 p.m. Bali time. And yep, thank you so much for attending today's PR Guild. For further feedback from me as a chair, you can just ping me through Slack. And yep, have a nice lunch. I believe
And next chairnya siapa?
yeah,